Hey, do you know what's coming up? Well, here's a little hint.
And the Oscar for Best Picture is presented to...
And the Oscar goes 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 to...
And the Oscar...
Yeah, it's Oscar season. In less than a week, Conan O'Brien will be hosting the 98th Academy Awards. For trivia nerds like us, the Oscars are a goldmine of firsts and mosts and onlys, and this year is no exception. In movies, Sinners received the most nominations in Oscar history. For actors, Timothée Chalamet became the youngest to earn 3 Best Actor nominations since Marlon Brando. And in directors, Chloe Zhao is now one of only 2 women to be nominated for Best Director twice. We could talk about them, but we have more basic questions, like who is Oscar? And has anyone named Oscar ever won an Oscar? But before we actually get started, we thought we would take a moment. Wait, what? Are you playing me off? You can't do that. This is my show. All right, fine. Roll the intro.
We choose to go to the moon.
The rum-tum tugger is a curious cat.
100 billion other galaxies.
Right now, you like me.
Welcome to 5 Minute Trivia, where we're making the world smarter 5 minutes at a time. I'm your host, R.M. Zuberi. Here at 5 Minute Trivia, we love movies, and we love the Academy Awards. If you were paying attention to the intro, there's a clip in there that's actually from one of the ceremonies. Here's a longer version.
The first time I didn't feel it, but this time I feel it, and I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me.
That was Sally Field, accepting Best Actress for her role as Edna Spaulding in the movie Places in the Heart. It was her second Academy Award for Best Actress, so, they did like her. Maybe not as much as Katharine Hepburn, who has 4 wins, or as much as Meryl Streep, who has 17 nominations, but in fairness to Sally, she did say they liked her, not that they loved her. So who is they anyway? Who is Oscar? Well, those are actually 2 separate questions. The they is the voters from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. There are almost 10,000 of them spread across all aspects of film production. The biggest share of that is actors. Now, you'd think that would be a plum gig, watch movies and then vote on them, but voters have not always been up to the responsibility of actually watching what they were judging. So just last year, the Academy had to pass a rule that members couldn't cast a final vote within a category until they watched all the movies in that category. So then, who is Oscar? Well, Oscar isn't really a who, but a what. It's the name of the little statue that every winner gets. Why do they call it Oscar? Nobody really knows for sure. A lot of people have taken credit over the years, including the actress Bette Davis, who said she named it after her first husband. One legend is that a former Academy director named Margaret Herrick called the statue Oscar because it resembled her uncle, Oscar. Another story credits a secretary who named it after a Norwegian soldier she knew in Chicago. The soldier's name? Hans. No, it was also Oscar. The statue itself is 8.5 pounds of solid gold-plated bronze and looks like an Art Deco knight holding a sword. Sounds like it might be worth a bit, but the official street price is $1. That's because every winner has to sign an agreement that they can't sell it on the open market unless they first offer it to the Academy for that price. That stipulation has been in place since 1950, but the estate of Orson Welles managed to sell his for nearly $1 million in 2011 because he got his award for Citizen Kane in 1941. One guy who didn't sell his was the only man named Oscar to win an Oscar. We mentioned his grandfather before in our episode on Broadway because he literally invented Broadway as a destination for musical theater. That man's name was Oscar Hammerstein I. His grandson was a lyricist, director, and theater producer named Oscar Hammerstein II. We typically think of Hammerstein as part of a tandem with composer Richard Rodgers. Rodgers and Hammerstein made Oklahoma, Carousel, South Pacific, The King and I, and The Sound of Music. There wasn't much that Hammerstein didn't win. He won a Grammy for The Sound of Music, Pulitzers for Oklahoma and South Pacific, and 2 Tony Awards. In 1941, he also won the Academy Award for Best Song.
The last time I saw Paris, her heart was warm and gay. I heard the laughter of her heart in every street cafe.
That was The Last Time I Saw Paris from Lady Be Good. And then in 1945, he won again for It Might As Well Be Spring from State Fair. So there you have it. The Academy Award, the Oscars, Oscar Hammerstein. Just one final note. All right. I'm going. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.